Hello, hello, hello. It's Julie at Craft So Cute, and welcome back to my channel. This is the samurai portion. Yay! So, let's just get started. I was wishing everybody a happy 4th. Happy 4th! And, when you get back, then you can put something like this together. I am using the origami paper because the other one, while it was still beautiful, the double-sided decorative paper, it was so thick for my hands, and it was just too hard for my hands at this point because of the fatigue it's under. And so I just went ahead and refilming to do this because it's so much easier. The other way was taking way too long. You know that from the previous video. So let's just jump in and get it. Let's get it going. Okay, let's do his neck. Okay, let's get this glue. Let's situate his neck, get his neck done. And this is oh goodness. Just my luck when I need to start filming, right? It's just gonna get all clogged up. I need to find one of those stainless steel pins. Not like one of those dangly ones, because I think they're gonna be too top heavy, but I just need a stainless steel stick pin. So I can, or like even a pearl one, just a pearl, just to stick in there and keep there. Okay, so I have to be very mindful in putting my cap on top of here so it doesn't, and this doesn't need a whole lot of glitter glue. It just needs enough to paste it down pretty much. A lot of other people that make these, I've seen they use the glue stick, and not me, because we want something substantial that's going to be used as an altered paper clip / bookmark, you know, book page holder. See, I'm good at closing that up. And now we need his collar, and I forgot to cut this down, so let's just go ahead and cut that down right now. The other one is his sash. And this is another one from another scrap piece from the other samurai, but I'm not going to have that side exposed, but it's got this gold color through this one. So I want this as his sash and neck collar. So let's cut this down. We need to cut this. This is 2.5 already in length, and then in width we need to cut it down to 1/2 inch. Where's the ruler? It's right here in front of my face. So let's go ahead and line this up and get it done. So this can be another collar for another samurai. For the sake of fatigue, I'm going to use this to cut that. So I'll put this in my little samurai making little box and geisha oriental doll in there. Okay, so now let's get the neck done. So in the previous video, you'll see the same procedure for the neck. You want to lightly mark where you want to put that collar. And I mark it at 3/4 inch, and I just draw a simple line like that, very faint. Then where'd it go? Okay, here's my collar. So I want to take my collar and line it up horizontally. Let's zoom you again. See that line? It's going to be lined up horizontally with that paper. Okay, and then I want to be able to bring this down right here to this point, and then bring this one again with the same thing. But if you want to be if you want that center line, just fold this in half, create a crease, bring this guy up here. I think I got it centered. We'll see. Let me bring this guy around. And there we go. Oops. Okay. Well, it shifted. Nope. Nope. Didn't get that guy where it's supposed to be. Remember, this corner has got to meet the edge of this. There we go. See how that meets that edge? Right there, that corner. Just kissing that edge line. And then this is what we're going to do. We're going to do that for the same. We're going to bring this tight around. My hands, my hands, my hands. Okay, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, my hand's overused today. There. And that, turning it around, starts his collarbone, or his collar. Okay, that's his collar. Just want to make sure that that's straight as can be, like that. And I'm going to flip it over. No, I need to hold it on this end. Bow this little part out like that. Set the glue. Oh my gosh, see? Just jumped right out. Too much glue, too much glue. What am I going to use? What am I going to use? Think, 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 think. I'm just going to spread it around and remove some of it. Because this is origami paper, you don't need a whole lot of glue to tack that down. Okay, and that's held in place. So let's just put a spot of glue. Let's put a spot of glue there. And then a spot of glue here. Too much even. There we go. And that's our collar. Okay, and let's get his, keep in mind whatever pattern paper, if you're using any or your origami, that it's in the right orientation. So I want it to flip this way. Get this piece over here. So then we're going to come up here and do the same. Let's make that crease. I'm going to line this crease up right along that line, so I know I am centered, and all I do is line this up right over here, engage the center as much as possible, straight up and down. Let's bring this up. I'm going to meet that right there. Now horizontally, see the blue and this gold? You want that to look like that, okay? Right in half, okay? So I think that's looking very good so far. Yep, and that corner meets that edge. And then meet this corner to that edge. Increase, and that should be pretty centered right there. Let's see. Oops. Yep. See? It's centered right there. It lines up these 2 points on this line. Okay, so let's tack that down. Open this up. Hold it in place firmly. Let's tack that down. This is his bodysuit. Now, people have really good, oops, stuck to my hand, really good, whatchamacallit, glue stick. Not me. I tried. I don't know. It could be just user error. But maybe I'm not applying enough. Now, let's bring this over down here. And we want to come in to this inch mark right there. Let me turn it this way so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Line this bad boy up in the center. Make that line right there as straight as possible. Scooch him over here. There. Now I'm going to fold this in. Gauge from the bottom. And bring in 1 inch. About, is it 1 inch? Yes. One, 2, 3, 4. Yep, about 1 inch. This is 3.5, and then you bring your crease right up. See how easy? Remember, that's lined up right there. Let's do the same for him. Over onto this side. And bring it in. This paper is so easy to manipulate. And there is my inch mark. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Oops, nope. Undo that crease. Ugh. Got that net. Man, I'm telling you, guys going in and out of the house. Lining this up and then holding that firmly and then taking that crease all the way up. There we go. Does that work? Why does one shoulder look wonky? I Yep. Because my crease wasn't correct. Oh, come on, come on. See, that's not lined up right. Maybe I didn't cut it. No, I guess that... What's going on here? That looks straight. And nope, that doesn't look straight. See this line? See how it's wide here and it comes narrow? Let's do this. Well, that's the best I can do. Pretty darn close if you ask me. Okay, now I want this inside flap on the outside. Okay. So this is my right, which would be your left if you're looking at it, right? If I'm looking at it, this is my right. I want my, yeah, it'll be its left folded over. I want it on the outside, and I'll show you why. This is just my added little feature. Okay, now let's set this aside. Move that little bug out of my way. Here's the orientation I want. So when I flip this over, I'm going to flip it upside down, but I want to bring this down, this fold line, about 3/4 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch. So I'm going to start here and bring that fold in about 3/8 of an inch, and just crease that over there. I know I didn't get that straight enough. All right, what's happened? Nope, did it again. What is going on? So I'm going to line this up and just go. Like that. Okay. Oh, nope. What is going on with my paper? Unless my paper's wonky. And that could be it. Might be the paper. So don't panic, for all of us that are a little OCD in having things perfected. Okay, so we have one inside. Nope, that's crooked. My paper's wonky, so I'm going to just roll with it, okay? Yep. Let me just check the wonkiness. Yep, it's the paper. So this is my outer collar, so I'm going to turn it in, and now I'm going to bring an inside fold 3/8 of an inch again. It's my wonky paper. My paper's wonky. Yep, the paper's wonky. Wonky donkey donkey. Yep, okay. So now that I have, this is going to be the outer collar. My orientation is correct. I'm going to make my little center crease. Chop, chop, chop. Chop suey. Yep, it's the paper that's wonky, so I'm just going to crease that. And then I did it a bit too much, but I'm using my crease as my center line so I can put this body in the center. Okay, so I'm using this center line to gauge the center of this right here where this V is, and the neckline. See the neckline? And I want his shoulder to meet up. See where that should be horizontal to this corner of this. That's his kimono right there. We're not covering any part of his collar, okay? So now we're going to take this. Am I centered up? Are we centered up? And we're going to bring this straight down from that corner. If I can manipulate. We're going to bring this straight down just like this. Bring it straight down and make its crease. Bring this straight down from her shoulder, that corner. Okay, and make your crease, and that should line up evenly. If I'm going to turn it around, yep, my paper's a little wonky, so it's not manual error, it is paper error. And see this right here? This collar should line up against this, should come straight down. The outer lapel should come straight down, and on the same side too. Okay, so now we're going to remove the body, and let's just make sure that we've got our edges creased a little bit better, just slightly. This is like finger easy, but my hands are getting. Now we're going to bring this over, fold this over to about here. Remember, line your bottom of your sheet, and we want to be able to meet this outer lapel. Okay, the outer lapel. Okay, as best we can. Yeah, my paper is the wonky one, but I want to keep this as level as possible. So just roll with the wonkiness. Okay, and then put this in. Where does this seem? Did that line up this time? Yep. Okay, because these two lapels should be straight up and down. Okay, just be mindful of that. And now let's make this crease. Bring this over to this outer lapel as best as we can, keeping this, the bottom needs to be straight. Okay, so that meets that lapel. And let's take a look at our folding situation. So there we go. That's what that looks like, right? See, that corner meets that corner. Okay, it's not our fault the paper is wonky. Okay, I'm not going to take the time and measure out 6 by 6. Okay, so now we have this structure. Now let's open this up, and I'm going to use this paperweight to hold this in place. Now you see this? We are going to bring this out, and then we're going to bring this in. You see this crease line? Now we're going to fold this out, holding this down, and kind of bending this shoulder. See the bending? We're going to bring this point, we're going to fold it back out along that crease line. And as we do, watch my finger, my left finger. We're going to line this up so this shoulder and that lapel lines up just like that. Okay, now let's do that to the other side. Now let's bring this out, and then we are going to fold this over where that crease line is. See this crease line? Now what we're going to do is fold this crease line back out using my right finger this time. I'm going to hold this down, this crease line down, and I'm going to bring, see how this is cupping up already? We're going to smooth this out and fold down that lapel. We get that? Making sure it's straight. Okay. There we go. See? That's what we should have. Okay, let me show you again. So we're going to fold this over, the whole thing over. Then from that bottom crease line, we're going to start smoothing this back until it forms that cup, and then you're just going to press it down. Now we have this robe. Okay, now we have this robe. Then what's next is you're going to take this side, this left side. You see this corner right here? Let me move this out of my way, this wet towel. Let me just take a quick sip because my throat is getting horsey. Okay, back. I needed that drink. Ooh, nice and cold water. Okay, we're going to take this, see this corner right there, right there, right there, right there. We're going to pick it up, and we're going to take this right here, and we want to be able to fold this out. We want to flip this out. to where this gets folded. It needs to flip out, not like as in flip out, like get angry and flip out, but we want to flip this out like so. See the angle of his kimono robe? That's the angle we're looking for. Right there, okay? And this is right here. Now, I did not bring this in as much as possible because this corner should meet the inside of that just before that flap shuts. And it has to go in that angle. Okay, there we go. So we have that. Now we have, let's set this down. And now we've got this side to do. Okay. Now, here's that corner again. And this corner, we want to be able to flip this out. Bringing this right here, this line, tucked into this seam of this jacket. See, that's the way it's supposed to look, with just a tiny little peekaboo. Can't help it. But my other side, because of wonky paper, doesn't do it. That's a wonky piece of paper. I should have probably taken my time and cut and made sure that it was exactly 6 by 6. So what I am going to do is I may see how much it's going to take for me to hide this thing. So I'm going to take a sliver off here. Now you can adjust it. I will, because it's not our fault that the origami paper is wonky, or it could be my folding. So I'm just going to take, let's see, take about 1/8 of an inch off, and let's see where this lies. So I'm going to bring that corner into that fold, crease it down, see, right there, and keep that angle of, so there's just a little bit of wonkiness. I mean, you know, peekaboo showing right on both sides. And that is okay, because you can just cut that sliver off. Just cut it off. One would just go ahead and do it. And then we'll get to his, put him in and glue him down. Just cut that off right there. Let's just cut it off. He went to a bad tailor, didn't he? Yep. And that now, see, that's what that looks like, okay? Things are flipped out, okay? So now let's get him, let's put him, let's slide him in, just like so. Let me see. See what he looks like? And then once you get him situated and in place, he should fit right in between where this fold corner and that corner is, okay? So when you glue them in, be mindful of that, okay? Now for me, I won't glue him in all the way down. I want him to feel loose, so what I'm going to do is pick him up and then just spot a glue right in there, making sure that he is in his straight jacket, because he was flipping out. He's put it in his straight jacket. There we go. And then come back up here, if you can. Go back here and just put a spot of glue right there. And now he's secured in his straight jacket. Now hopefully he won't flip out on us, right, and take his little knives and ninja slice this up into tomato slices. So now that's what that looks like, okay? Let's zoom you out. Okay. Nope, too much of a zoom out, right? That's good. Now, you see this corner, and this corner? Let's just meet that corner and do that. Okay, that was even still too much. Just like that. Give him a nice fold. But you know what we forgot to do? Oh, I did it again. The same mistake. I glued him down. Son of a gunama. Nope, I'm not his sash. That's why you guys are probably saying, but what about that? We could see all that stuff in there. Well, let's do this. Let's see if we could. I didn't glue his whole body down. See? I'll just fold that back. See, and then put him down, put it down just like this. I'm probably going to have to trim that now. See? Just like that. I'm going to trim it. Watch. Let's take this out. And I'm going to... Oh, I didn't glue that. You guys should have knocked on my channel and told me. Just let's glue that down. At least he has his little sash, right? You know how bridegrooms have their sash? Okay. Let's get him back put over here. And we want to cover that. See, we want to cover that little exposed area. It's supposed to be like that. That's what happens with this when making this samurai paper doll. Okay? Okay, so now let's bring this out and give it a spot of glue. Oh. I can laugh. I can laugh. Let's give a dot of glue in there too. Just throw it in there since it wants to just jump out of the bottle. Okay, and then pull this out. I'm not scared to manipulate that paper. I'm not scared. See? There we go. And then you just put them back in here like moi. Like moi. See? He's got his little cummerbund, or I don't know whether cumber something. And then I want to put that green in there. So let's just open him up. I'll just cut off a bit over on this side. And hopefully I didn't cut too much off. Let's just open him up and do this. Put him in right there in the center so he can carry his samurai swords right there. That's his belt to put his samurai sword through. Okay, let's give it a spot of glue. Tuck it behind there and do the same wherever. Where'd he go? I guess I didn't put enough glue on there, huh? There we go. Let's get your samurai belt on, dude, because you're gonna have to protect your bridie, your lovely bride, when you get married. Unless she like totally says, remember, she's flipping her hands on, get out of here, because he didn't match up her. He just went and wore his own bridegroom suit. Okay, let's get you all situated back here. There. How about that? How goes that, people? Now, Let's put a spot of glue right down here in his cuff. Right there, so he doesn't hide any more weapons of destruction on his wedding day. And then where else? Right here by his lapel. Let's just put a spot of glue there, and let's get his head back on, huh? Let's get his head on straight. Let's just put it on. Yep. Okay. There we go. Let's put a spot of glue over there too to hold this down so I don't have to keep fussing with it. Just like so. Just like that. How about that? How about that? And I am not going to glue all this down yet, which a lot of them do, because I have stuff to put in there for him. Okay. Cover this glue. Let's get his head on. Okay. So, with the geisha, or the Japanese doll, we put her down here, but I'm going to lift up his neck, because he's a male. He's got a longer neck. So let's just tack his head down. And then we can erase our pencil mark. Let's go ahead and make sure he's centered in the back. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. Let's get his hair. Now let's see. I cut two, and the reason why is because I like to have, like, when it's on, I like to have it sort of like this, you know, straight, but kind of, you know, in the back like that, where you could see he's got layers of hair. Now, to do the paper clip, let's see. Let's get his front hair on, and let me see which one I want. See? Do you see how I struggled picking this up? Okay, which one did I cut out? This one's going in the front. Okay, so like the geisha, let's just put that glue right in that half circle. Is my glue coming out, or am I clogged up again? My fault, my fault. Let's get some glue here. Okay, and cover that back up. Let's get a spot of glue on him. Okay. Here we go. And I want his hair just like this. See how I have his head? You could see right through his neck, his hairline, business. And that's what his hair looks like. He's got, I might hang some decorative jewelry, something here, you know, because it's his wedding day. He's got to have some bling, some gold or something. Now there's the back. Now, in my last video, I was kind of out of whack, and I have to decide how I do the paper clip. I put his hair down like this, yes. I put his hair down, and see how I cut in little back cut hair thingy pieces? Let's get this down. Okay. Let's get that glued on like so, and then you'll be able to see what his hair looks like. Oh, did I get glue? See? Pretty cool, right? He's got an awesome neck. Awesome little necky there. Just gonna hold it in place. Yep, hold it in place a little bit. We're just going to put him together. I'm not going to adorn him yet. It'll be another video where I just totally decorate these two. But I got to look through my stuff and see how I want to decorate them both. Okay, so there's that. Now, I need another 2 of these discs to make it maybe 3. 3, yeah. I'm going to glue 3 discs, round discs. These are 1 inch because I'm going to have the whatchamacallit attached to it. Paperclip. Like so. My hubby is still up. His cousin Charlie is knocked out. They went and helped his good friend in the military, a former Marine, Charlie's Army. They went and helped him. They went to Costco today to help him find one of those bed in a box, because his house that's being renovated, rebuilt and well, I won't say built up and renovated. So that's what that's going to look like, okay? Okay? Now, where is... I want... That's going to come behind, okay? Just like so. So I need one more disc. Because is this the thin one that's going to go down? Yeah. Where's the... I want the big clip out, but I have to make sure. Let's set the record straight. Okay, we want... This is going to have to line up right above here. We're going to raise it up. Okay, because I don't want to cover. If I do this, we're not going to see his haircut. We want this to go up, and then we need to lift this up so it goes over his ponytail. Okay? And so it's going to look like that. It's going to be right behind that ponytail. Okay, so now we do that. Let's see, how did I do this last time? How did I do that? And there you go. And that's what that is. Let me see how I did my other one. It's getting late, and let me figure out how I did him. Oh, let's take this guy out. Oh, okay. That's what I did. I'm going to put him down. So he's got layers, and then this is going to go back up in here. Okay, just like that. Okay. Okay, so let's get his layer on. Oh, I can't believe I made the 2 of the same. Okay, they're twins. Let's just say that they're twins. They're twins. So you see how when I line up his hair like that, see the dimension? They're not quite lined up. I wish you could see that. How do I show you that? Well, they're not like perfectly lined up. You could see that there's like hair blowing in the wind of his ponytail. Okay, so that, I'm going to set that down. I got to glue that down. Right there. Oh, I think I put too much. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I chose the same paper to do this tutorial. Oh well. Let's see, which twin is she marrying? We've got to know. We have to know. Which twin? Come on, did it already set? No! No! I have to apply more glue. Did my head get in the camera shot? Okay. Totally. What the heck? Yeah, is he stuck? Shucks. Oh, he is not that stuck. Okay. Let's just go back up here. Put a little more so I can move him around. See? Have a hard time gripping those little things. Oh! Come on! No! Just get up in there like I want you to. Let's see now. Son of a gun. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to hold that down. Oh goodness, there we go again. I clogged it up probably. Alright, let's just remedy that so it... Yep, I clogged it up. Now, let's get his paper clip going. See, don't have glue on your fingers because it just smears right onto and leaves those little white flecks like he's got dandruff on his wedding day. Oh my gosh. Oh, who wants that, right? Dandruff on his wedding day. Okay. Can't believe I did the same thing. Hello. Except for his little cummerbund. Whatever you call that thing. Okay. So now I want the paper clip, the big one on the outside. And that hair is going to come right up in here. Oops, nope. Right up in here. Is this the way I did it? Yep. Just like that. And I gotta get it right behind his ponytail and down just a bit further, like so. Okay, Tracy, I hope you're having fun with my boo-boos. Oh, you see that one? Oh my gosh. What? Seriously? Did you just see that? Oh, come on, guys. You gotta laugh at that, right? Okay. So, I want him... Am I just holding that? I seriously am struggling to hold this down. Let's push that clip down just a bit more. And yeah, that's about the right place that I want him. Okay, so it's time for this glue. This Fabri-Tac glue. Fabri-Tac. Okay, wrong side. There you go. Now remember, you don't want to cover his hair. His snazzy haircut. Okay. So let's do this. Come on. Put enough right there in the center, really. Right there on the thing. Right there, there, and there on the side wall. Smear that right there. Okay. Hold it down just like so. Get it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Enough. Enough for me to pick it up and manipulate him. Because he's so in love that he could be easily manipulated. Uh-huh. Yep, you sure can. Just say, you know what? I'm going to give you a new samurai sword. What about that? What will you do for a new samurai sword? He'll go and chop up my bamboo field is what he'll do. Do I have enough? Yep, that's perfect. And then what we do, if I can squeeze this thing, seriously. I don't know if I can. Seriously struggling to do that. Okay, so there's one. With my left hand especially. Thank God I'm not left-handed, right? Or I'll not be doing this anymore, that's for sure. Okay, there. So we've got his little clip, and then we've smashed his face. Okay, so there is that. Yep. And that's our samurai. And you see, I used 2 different papers, as you can see, but I used the whole thing on him because this is his wedding wear. We don't want to have no mixy thingy for her. She's not about that eclectic wear. Okay. So he is on the glue down. He's on the lockdown. Okay. Totally locked down here. Okay. So that's our samurai, guys. Decorating is going to come later. Oh, and on his ponytail, look at that. We're going to take something matchy from the scraps and put it up here. You know, maybe something green. Maybe gold. Okay, so that's our samurai, guys. All right, I hope you guys had fun doing this. And listen, it takes practice. And if you're going to use double-sided paper, you should, because you want the feature, right? You can print out on a copy piece of paper your pattern, collage, whatever favorite collage you have, and then cover the other side in, I don't know, book pages or something. You know, copy a book page side onto the other side, or just a blank, very faint coffee tea stained look to it. Okay, and yeah, so you don't even have to use double-sided decorative paper, you know, which is hard. It's almost like cardstock, because I'm telling you, that will fatigue your hand. It's better because of the longevity of your bookmark. Okay, it will last a lot longer, but the thinner the paper, you know, the less bulk it would create in your journals. But doing one of these, like I showed you, out of the double-sided cardstock or decorative paper that I got from Walmart, it's not as thick as cardstock, okay, but it is a thick piece of paper. It won't create too much bulk. Okay, so I'm gonna go get off right now because it's really late, and also I'm gonna come back and show you how to decorate. Let's decorate them. Add the string, add the whatever dangle thing that you're gonna hang off of it. You can like on the black and white paper doll, because she's very flowery, I'm going to cut out flowers, okay, and I'm going to dangle them from her little bookmark dangle, and I'll show you. It's going to look absolutely beautiful, okay? And so even take your big book pages that are like 8.5 by 11 or 8 by 10, and use your book pages. Fold them up, because as you keep folding them up, you know, don't use your old brittle 18th century, 19th century stuff that's about to just, you know, break apart, unless you back it onto copy paper or tea stain paper. Then, you know, use something like that. Okay, sky's the limit. You don't need origami paper. Use your Amazon packaging. Use the painter's paper that it comes in green. It comes in green, beige, and I've seen it in purple, and I wish I had picked it up back then because I can't find it anymore. It was this light lavender. I should have picked it up when I saw it and didn't do it. Now I can't find it. But yeah, use things like that. So anyway, you guys, we're going to add these types of things to her hair. We're going to add, like, I'll make the samurai swords to dangle off him. He'll have some chain and some, who knows what's going to, you know. Yeah. So there you guys go. I'm glad that you stopped by and checked out my channel. And now you know how to make this. Just repeat the video, and if you have any questions and still can't figure out something, let me know. Here's the tip though. To make your template, you take your template and glue it down to 2 pieces of cardstock. Then cut out all of your things. Fussy cut the hair. That way you have something like this. This is my template. These I keep using to trace and trace whatever I need. I've got my templates. These will, I mean, it's pretty thick like chipboard. Use your cereal boxes, you know. Use your cereal boxes, but these are my this is my doll hair. And then I've got some other hair designs to do her with chopsticks in chopsticks, and I'll show you how to do that too. Okay, but she's going to go on a different design model of an oriental doll. She'll be completely different from this one, and she's going to have that cool hair design. Okay, all right then, you guys, I will talk to you soon. The next event that we're going to do is we're going to decorate them. We're going to decorate those dolls. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you guys. Bye.